because she breathing. We have another guy out here who went on a date. As you guys know, I don't date. I don't have relationships. I mate. Somebody said, check the comments. I don't date. I don't have relationships. I mate. I'm not relationship material. So the comment section definitely roasting the guy. All right. The comment section definitely roasting this guy. All right. He has a better relationship with the dog than her. They killing him in the comment section. But of course, it is a little one-sided because it's a male-oriented platform that posted the video. But he does get a little bit of crossover. I don't date. I don't have relationships. I mate. All right. I practice the art of mating. Now, I also mate with women who I don't want to get pregnant. So I do practice the art of protection. All right. Protecting me, protecting my resources and shit like that. All right. With that being said, since you guys know that, the main event topic here showing men don't show boundaries is men that struggle in the dating game, right? Hell, the relationship. Most men struggle with dating, meaning that you take the girl out on a date. You typically take her out on a dinner. That's not setting a boundary as well. I think dinner dates are terrible. Although I can handle dinner dates because I know them for what they are. I'm not trying to impress her. I'm just trying to eat a good meal. And she's normally arm candy. So I'm not trying to impress her and get to know her and win her over by doing this particular date. But men typically don't treat themselves well and they don't go on dates that they would go to themselves. They typically will raise the value of their investment because the woman's involved and get pissed when they get nothing from it or the woman over orders, right? And then he's going to ask what she have done in this particular case. So we're going to go to even a guy who people would say is a Tyrone. He has the look, right? Let's just say pause. He looks masculine, if you will. When he starts speaking, he doesn't. He has light eyes, light skin. He has a hairline. He can grow a beard. It looks like he doesn't look scrawny. He doesn't look ashy or poor based on his living conditions. So you would assume he would actually be able to have favor in the dating marketplace. But this guy has scarcity. Hat backwards ass nigga. Yeah, hat backwards ass niggas. Anybody that wears their hat backwards all the time, right? I'd be like, what is this shit, nigga? The bill goes into the front. All right. Put your hat on the correct way, nigga. All right, but anyway, that's just me being picky. Let's hear what he has to say about his date. And it says right here, having a 2-drink maximum on the first date. What that mean? Okay, what that mean, bro?
What that mean?
What that mean? A 2-drink max on a date. Okay, let's hear him out.
Please tell me what I did wrong here, because according to her, I was the one in the wrong. And even if I had wanted a second date, she would never go out with me again. So I went on a date a while back with a girl I met on a dating app, and we agreed to go to dinner. Picked this nice little Italian place and met a reservation for Friday. We show up to the reservation on time. However, our table isn't ready. So we head to the bar. At this time, I was taking a 30-day break from drinking, but I told her I'll order her whatever she wants and we can just hang while we wait for the table. She says, tequila on the rocks. Okay, what type of tequila? She goes, 1942. I did say you could get whatever you want. I'm not tripping. We'll probably only be here for one drink anyway. So we're chatting a little bit. I look at her and she's looking at her empty glass, kind of shaking it around. She looks at me. I go, do you want another? Of course she does. Now, me personally, I have a 2-drink maximum on a first date. I'm not trying to get hammered, but she's going for number 2, 42 on the rocks, and we haven't even sat yet. So clearly she doesn't abide by the same rules.
What? What? Somebody said, D Rich, you said you saw her side too. Did she make a rebuttal to this? Because I would love to see it if she made a rebuttal. Okay. Hold up, fam. You offered her a drink, bro. You asked her, did she want another one? Remember when she looked at the bottom of the cup and you're not even seated yet? You're sitting at the bar waiting for your table. You asked her, did she want another drink? She, of course, said yes, obviously. Now you're at a 2-drink maximum. Now you're mad she ordered another one. It's like, okay, somebody said she does have a response. So I can't wait to respond. Somebody here, do me a favor. If you're on Locals, post a response video from her. I would love to see it. Then I'm going to go over to Locals and let me know you posted it on Locals. Okay. Oh, he made the rebuttal. Her video was first. Okay, man, this is great. So let me go ahead and play the rest of the video.
I order her the next round. 10 minutes later, I order her number 3. Right before they finally come to seat us. Thank God. We sit at the table. She starts looking at the menu and goes, let's get everything. I'm starving.
Okay, there it is right there. Okay. So you bought her a second drink of Don Julio or whatever it was, 1852, 1947. I don't remember what it was. Then she sits down.
Oh my
On
God.
the first date, says, let's order everything on the menu. And you didn't say nothing? You didn't say nothing. You didn't say nothing. You just like, bitches, you crazy. Okay, you didn't say nothing. You sat up there and was like, oh shit, this is gonna be what? Oh my God. Let's continue here. Okay. Let's continue.
The waiter comes over, she takes the lead and quite literally orders everything, including another 42 on the rocks. By the time the food finally comes, she's on number 5 and it's visible. On and off, she's got the hiccups, she's extra giggly, and she's gone to the bathroom at least 4 to 5 times.
Yeah, that shit, tequila will make you piss. Okay, so, all right, so you got a drunk slag, a lush, she drinking. Hey, guys, anytime you take a woman to any restaurant, even if it's your girlfriend or wife, if she go past drink number 3, you ain't getting laid. I'm gonna just let you know you're not getting laid. She's gonna get topsies. She's gonna get tipsy, topsy turvy. She's gonna get bubble guts, pass out, throw up in the Uber or the car. Once you go past 3, and I date lightweights, I date small petite women. All right, they're like under 5 feet tall or slightly over 5 feet tall. All right, so and they're not fat women. All right, so most of my women that I take in JUCOs ain't fat. They're small, petite, short, and thin. These women are lightweight, luscious. Once they go past drink number 2 for the women I'm dating, all right, especially that they're young, I already know that's the time to cut their ass off. All right, and then you got false allegations and then shit that she gonna no drink number 2 is it. You got to set that boundary or at least not go out with luscious. She's at 5, you're not getting laid for sure. Okay. But you didn't let her drink 5, and of course tequila make you piss like a racehorse. Yeah, of course she going to the bathroom.
4 appetizers, a salad, multiple pastas, and 2 entrees later, they all get plopped down on the table. And of course, she's no longer that hungry.
All right, she's no longer that hungry. I'm going to stop right here because somebody did. Okay, we got it on Locals. I cannot wait to see what this woman looks like. I guarantee she either light-skinned or she fucking white. Let me. Brothers. Bro. Wait till I show you this woman, my nigga. Oh, bruh.
Oh my God.
This can't be her, bruh. Wait till you see this shit. Let me get my sound effects ready right here, bruh. What the hell? Oh my God, no way, yeah. Bruh, you got finesse.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
You got played. You got played by this. Yeah, take that L, homie. Take that. She ain't got no eyebrows or no eyelash. Bruh, we can't with these niggas, man. She ain't got no lips or nothing. Soggy in the middle. I mean, we're just describing them, YouTube. This is what you got played by.
Where the white women at?
A piece of trailer park trash. I mean, she ain't a bad smash. She definitely ain't ordering everything on the menu, bruh. Guys, this is when I say you might as well have went to the JUCO. Remember when I tell y'all what y'all doing out here, and then you come on here on the internet complaining? I had to learn this as a man. It's better to go to the JUCO. I could have got a fine young piece of calico, somebody I would love to have on my arm. Bitch, buy up the fucking ear, eat appetizers, because you about to eat this dick up too. Just go to the JUCO. You done spent like $500. He gonna tell me how much he spent. You done spent $500 on Elmer Fudd, somebody said. Trying to get some free punani, bro. You could have got your meat fixed by something way better looking than this. You done took her ass out to a 4-star restaurant. Golly, bro. Y'all out here, man. These men out here are outside strange, bro. Pathetic. Just to get some free poon, 5 drinks. Let's add that up. That's 125 on the drinks, bro. This you order appetizers and salads and meals. We know we at 450. We know we at 450, and we know you didn't smash. I mean, golly. When I say men don't set boundaries, and men don't set boundaries. All right, let's hear the rest of what he got to say before we go over to her, bro. Like, man, men are down bad. Now you internet complaining, or at least trying to tell your side of the story. No boundaries, no standards, no nothing.
I certainly can't eat it all. No, I do my best, but there's a ton of food left. Before she can even get her next drink, I ask for the check and some boxes. At the very least, I'll have food for a day or two because that pasta was busting, and I know it's going to make a good dinner tomorrow. So I pack up all the untouched entrees of chicken and fish, a full pasta, and 2 full appetizers.
This is what he get for dumpster diving. I mean, gentlemen, go to the JUCO. The JUCO, you'd have been taken care of, treated like a man, a gentleman. You wouldn't have got played in finesse. You would have been able to fold up a little something. She would have listened to you. She would have hit you with the okay, daddy. All right. Anybody disagreeing with me about the JUCO?
Okay, daddy.
Let's just say this. He's way better looking than her. He's way better looking than her. And he out here entertaining her. It happens, but I'm saying, bro.
I pay the bill. I say, let's get out of here. We got to get you home. How did you get here? She goes, I Ubered. So we wait for an Uber. It finally gets here and she's ready to go.
I bet you he paid for the Uber.
Say goodbye, give each other a hug.
He got a hug. He got a hug. After paying all that money, he got a hug. Sent her home in an Uber. And here, this is worse.
And then she grabs the entire leftover bag. Hold up. Where are you going with that? She goes, I'm taking my food home. So I said, do you mind if I get the pasta then? Because I really liked it. In between her hiccup spasm, she goes, I was planning to have that as a late night snack. Plus, I'm the one that ordered it. Well, technically, you ordered everything. Okay, that's okay. I'll just grab the chicken then. She's appalled. No, that's mine. I ordered it. And
no, that's Tyrone's pasta and chicken. That's Pookie's Tyrone. That's Pookie and Tyrone's pasta and chicken.
You ate your half already. Whoa. I didn't even eat close to half. There was way too much food. She looks at me appalled again. And with another hiccup, she goes, I can't believe you're trying to steal all my food.
Steal my food. I mean, guys, this is what happens when you're the nice guy. Y'all got to come out here and just assume these women are trying to play and finesse you. All right, you don't have to be mad at them, but it's part of the game. Charge it to the game.
She's visibly upset. She stumbles over to the Uber driver and she tries to slam the door in my face. The Uber driver's looking at me while the girl is just sitting in the back, looking straight ahead like I don't even exist.
You don't exist. You existed for that hour and a half. She got what she wanted and now she out of there.
I'm not going to get into a wrestling match over this food, but what the fuck just happened? Am I in the wrong here for thinking I was taking some of that food? Clearly, I must have missed something. So I send her a text. Hey, I hope you made it home safe. And honestly, I hope you enjoy the food.
Oh.
My message turns green. She blocked me. Please tell me what I did wrong here.
Why? Hey, man. Hey. It's happening out here. Somebody said he has low self-esteem. There are men out here like this. And there's men out here. I'm not trying to pause on the guy. He's not a bad looking guy. He definitely dating 2 or 3 points below his level based on this woman that I've just seen. He's 3 or points ahead because he's probably doesn't have the money either. I don't think he has the money to spend $500 on a date. Not a lot of people do. All right. So that's no problem. She let him do it and then took the leftovers. And this scavenger out here is going to tell us what happened. All right. Somebody called her Conan O'Brien. Let me hear what this one. So she's the original video. Her name is I don't even know what it is, but let's hear what she has to say here. Golly.
This one time, I matched with this guy on a dating app and we hit it off in the chat. So we decided to go out for drinks and dinner. He takes me to a cute Italian place. We get there for our reservation, but our table still isn't ready. So we head to the bar. This guy says that he's not drinking, which is a little weird for drinks and dinner, but whatever. I'm still going to have a drink. He's already up at this point been overly aggressive on the whole, I've got money, I can spoil you, that whole thing. So
okay, let me stop right here. This is her word. We don't know, but apparently he led with his wallet. Okay, so I can spoil you, I can entertain you, get what you want. So that's why she got what she wanted. He left that part out, or maybe she's lying about it. But he also did the I'm not drinking, which he could have been doing that for fitness reasons or maybe to save money. All right, we don't know. But now she's saying, nah, he led with his wallet. All right, let's continue. I can spoil you.
I said, bet. I order tequila on the rocks, 1942 to be exact. If he wants to treat me, I'm going to let him treat me. So maybe 10 minutes goes by. We're still at the bar talking, or at least he is. He has not let me get a word in otherwise. I finally start hinting around, shaking my glass, and he asked me if I want another one. I say yes because I'm going to need it.
So this is good. There's his story and her story and the truth. Now she's saying, well, he a bad date anyway, right? He probably egotistical. He not let me talk. She figured like, fuck it. She at that point, she was like, fuck the dumb shit. All right, I'm not into this guy. Date's over, but I'm gonna go eat. So anybody saying that right now that she intended to finesse him, I think that she figured out real fast that he wasn't the one right then and there. So she was like, run it up. Run it up. I ain't feeling this dude, but I guess I'm here. I'm all dressed up. I'm the belle of the ball. He leading with his wallet. He told me to order up what I wanted. Here we go. So at this point, I don't think, based on what she's saying, he got finesse and played. Let's continue. She already done with this nigga.
Finally, our table is ready. We get sat. He's still talking about his money, his career, how successful he is. He asked me what I want. I say, why don't we get a little bit of everything? He said, okay, I like that.
So that's not that's a boundary he didn't set. He didn't set a boundary. He said, whatever you want, order what you want. I'm successful. I got money. I can take care of you. I can spoil you. What is she supposed to think? I don't even do that at the junior college. A woman asks me what I do. A little bit this, a little bit of this, and a little bit of that. I do what it takes. I do what I need to do. All right. I always say that shit. I do what needs to be done. I'll even minimalize it. Oh, you must do something. Nah, I don't do nothing. All right. I'm a trust fund baby or some shit like that. I got an inheritance. I won a lawsuit. So you're out here doing that and I minimalize. What do you do? What do you do? I do a little bit of this and that. You must be successful. You got a Porsche. Yeah, well, I'm borrowing it. It's my homeboy's car. But they know I'm lying, right? But that they don't really know that I'm leading with that. But I don't need to say anything else. But he still feels the need to say this to impress this. So she's like, whatever, go ahead.
So the waiter comes over. He points to me. So I start ordering. I order some appetizer, entrees, again, a little bit of everything, and another 1942. At this point, he hasn't asked anything about me. So yeah, I'm going to have another drink because I'm going to need it. I'm feeling good. I'm a little buzzed at this point, and I think I can actually survive this date. The food finally comes out, and he starts eating everything, literally everything. I get up. I have to use the bathroom a couple times. I come back. Most of the food is gone. He makes some weird comment about wasting food. He hates to waste food, but I haven't even gotten any.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that because she's drunk. So I don't believe that. And why is one titty leaning on the table and the other one drooping down? Like, we got to explain. Did you not wear a bra for this particular photo shoot? I mean, titty sitting on the table, titty just plopped over on the other side, tucked under your arm. All right. I don't believe that he was eating up all the food and you didn't get none. All right. But maybe you made several trips to the restroom. So that's why you didn't get no food. And he wasn't trying to waste the food. He was trying to eat up all the food, but you can't eat all the food that she ordered. Let's continue.
Getting to nibble a little bit here, a little bit there. And then the waiter comes over. and he just starts getting to-go boxes and the bill. So I'm like, okay. I offer to split the bill. I always do that as like a courtesy, but he just laughs. And
Okay, so she offered to split the bill according to her. Who believes her? Again, he didn't set any boundaries. Can we agree to this? We heard his story. We heard her story. He literally set no boundaries. Now he's coming out here complaining. This is what I'm saying men are doing. You're not setting boundaries and you're assuming that the woman is going to behave instead of giving her instructions. And then what happens is when they misbehave, you want to come out here and then complain to the incel committee, and say these bitches ain't shit. So she says she offered to pay. All right. I would probably say maybe, maybe not, but let's continue.
and hands the card over. He asked me how I got there. I said I Ubered, so I end up calling an Uber, and we're waiting and waiting and waiting. He's still talking about himself. Surprise.
Somebody said, look in the background. Well, as you can see, she must be a teacher, or that is a nursery and she's a single mom. I can't really tell, but it looks like possibly a preschool teaching room, a little teacher area for preschoolers. But take a look in the back, a little bit of rainbow shit going on right here. This indicative of a liberal feminist, if you will. So that's not a surprise at all. Not a surprise. Let's continue.
Finally gets there, we hug, we say our goodbyes, and I go to take the bag off the table of leftovers, and he starts freaking out. He was like, why are you taking that? So I said, I'm taking home my half. You ate everything. He starts trying to negotiate why he should get the rest of the food. I paid, even though I offered. At this point, I've just had enough. I grab the bag and I start heading out the door. He's following me. I get in the Uber and I just sit there and I stare straight ahead and pretend he does not even exist. After some time, we finally get going, and no sooner than we pulled away, blocked.
All right, so there it is right there. That's her side of the story. Remember, there's his story, there's her story, and there's the truth. I believe that in this case, all right, let me check.
Gotta get my bag and run.
In this case, I'm prone to more believe that, because his story included a lot of what she said. I'm prone to believe that he was at fault here, mostly across the board, meaning that I don't believe her story 100%. But listening to how he explained himself, he was the one that set himself up for this, meaning that he offered her to buy another drink, but then criticized her for another drink. He then said, according to her, order what you want. And then he said she proceeds to order what she wanted. He could have stopped that. He could have stopped that by saying, no, we're not ordering all that. He could have told the waiter, no. She's already drunk by drunk number 3 or 4, disappearing, going back and forth to the bathroom. She's disinterested. And then he still doesn't hold frame and lets her take the leftovers and then tries to negotiate it, right? Saying that I paid for this, or I deserve the leftovers, or you ordered too much food. He even admits that happened. And now he's complaining to the incel market, or the market of men who don't set boundaries, that this is the case. All right. And I'm prone to believe that he didn't set any boundaries from the rip, nor from what I believe is that if you meet a woman on a dating app, she automatically believes you're desperate, even though she's on a dating app. So by that point, she knows you don't have any boundaries, because you're willing to take a strange woman off the internet that you swiped on, that literally is on the lower rungs in the look department, has pretty much no value. She knows you want to have sex with her. She wants that to happen to her, obviously, or maybe she was interested in it. You led with your wallet. She took advantage of it. So now you're complaining about the treatment here. Somebody says she's lying. About what? I think her story pretty much matches up, that he didn't set boundaries. He even admits, what did I do wrong? Why did I let her take the leftovers? That's his fault. That matches what she said. I grabbed the leftovers off the table. He said the same thing. He also says, order what you want, or no, he says she proceeds to shake her drink. He did that. He offered her another drink and then criticized her for taking 2 drinks before they sat for dinner. That matches what she said. She said, I gave a hint that I was out of a drink. But she also said by that point I was disinterested. He did that. He didn't mention about leading with his wallet, but he did mention she ordered everything off the menu. Did he stop her? No. He didn't stop her. Then he said she ordered another drink. Did he stop her? No. He said buy 5 drinks in. Did he stop her? No. He literally is at fault here. Even though she has some holes in her story, he was the one at fault completely. That's 100% his fault. Then he's actually arguing at the Uber door about taking chicken versus the pasta. Why he leave the food on the table and not be holding the food? Why he didn't just leave and let her wait for an Uber? All right, bitch, you wait for an Uber. I'm out. Bounce. Why he giving her a hug at the Uber? I mean, and this is a very important point Iggy just made. He should have recognized the signs that she was disinterested. Right? He should have said, press 1 in the chat if you disagree. No, I'm just playing. She's saying I was disinterested. He wouldn't let me get a word in. He's saying she's disinterested. He should have recognized the signs that she was disinterested, and he did not, and continued the date. He could have stopped this date from the beginning. Let me just set a boundary real quick, and I'll do the super chats. I had a woman show up for a date. Her pictures did not match. Let me just start this. Guys, stop taking women out on dates on dinner dates. Stop taking women out on dinner dates. This is a worse thing you can do for a woman you do not know. This should have been a mini golf. This should have been bowling. If she would have said, no, I don't want to go mini golf or bowling, next woman. You can go mini golf and bowling and then go to a dinner date afterwards, immediately afterwards. Or you can go to mini golf and bowling, and if she wants to fuck afterwards, you can go right back to home. But a dinner date is a bad deal for a person you've never met. That is number one. You got to set that boundary. Any woman that does want to go on a dinner date, either she's JUCO or you're not interested in her. If that's what you want to do, I'm not interested in that. Let her go find someone else to take her out. That's number one. The second part of it is where I don't understand where guys are coming from with this one is the idea that you're going to get a dinner date to know the woman, and that's not going to be the case. You got to read the signs that a woman's disinterested. For instance, if I take her mini golf or bowling and she's not interested during the date, I don't have to continue the investment. I would probably see where the disinterest is. But what guys think is I'm going to keep going to make her interested. I'm going to keep it going. I'm going to make her interested. If a woman's not interested in you, she's not going to be made interested, especially at a dinner date, because there's just no way to facilitate interest during a dinner date. Too many disruptions and distractions, too many opportunities for her to order shit and be out beyond your control. So he didn't realize from the point at the bar, she was disinterested. She even admitted it. That's a perfect time to cut. So I had a woman show up on a date. I met her at a bar. All right, we were having drinks. She showed up, which seemed like she was a little bit high. And she showed up way less attractive looking than her photos. I literally got the drink. I listened to her talk for about 3 minutes to 5 minutes. My drink came. I paid for both drinks. And I said, good luck. Have a nice life. And I left. I left her at the bar. The reason why is I don't have a sunken cost fallacy. I realize this is a bad investment going forward. It's better that I just go ahead and cut bait now, even though it is probably not the best, most respectful, proper thing to do. It was the right thing to do. So I left her there. All right. I paid for the drinks too, so the bitch couldn't say I dined and dashed on her. I said, you know what? Have a nice life. All right. I'm going to pay for your drink. Your drink is paid for, but this is it. Cut bait. I'm out of here. I was gone. I got in the car and met with my 7:30 appointment. I was like, ain't no way, bro. She showed up a little bit chunkier and a lot more sloppier, and it appears to be high. I cut bait. I realized I wasn't going to force it. I wasn't desperate. I'm not in scarcity. That was the best, most proper thing I could do. And I did it with respect. I said, hey, listen, this is not going to work out. Have a nice life. No explanation needed. It was time to go. All right. I thought that she was not being genuine in who she presented herself as, and she was sloppier and she was a lot more poorer than I thought. So that's an idea where for guys, I set a boundary. That's a boundary. Now, you're not going to come like this and throw this little trash on my fucking table. All right. I'm going back home and I'm not going to waste my time. All right. It's not worth it to waste your time to try to impress a person that seemingly is disinterested, or in the case of this woman, coming in more sloppier and chunkier looking than she actually is. Now, let me see if I can find, let me just do this. And I'm not trying to shade or shit on this woman here. I can look at her profile and assume what her dating profile looked like. Brothers, take a look at this. I mean, look, this brother was starving.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir, brother.
Her dating app pictures could not look better than this, bruh. You did that yourself, my nigga.
Gotcha, bitch.
You got exactly what you deserve. Rehab. How much better could her dating profile look if this is her TikTok, my nigga? I'm sure she wasn't allowed, but you should have seen the pictures on her dating app. This woman looked like she cold or sick. All right, she's cold or sick. I mean, she looked like chicken cutlet, man. She got the face of chicken. Let me stop. YouTube don't like this. Western Kentucky, not a shocker here. This is the woman that finessed you out of a $500 meal. As I said, black men are the bottom of the barrel when it comes to dating. And shout out to the white women here.
Where the white women at?
You're on the internet complaining that this woman finessed you. I would have just be quiet about this and learn. Just stay quiet next time. This right here is probably the best she looked on a dating app. Right here. That's probably her best dating app photo right there. That's the best he was fixing to get. And you spent $500 on that. Gentlemen, let me show you what I spend $500 on. Let me show you what I get for $500. No, I ain't gonna do it because y'all ain't ready for it. Y'all ain't ready for it.
Look at this bitch ass nigga.
I'm gonna show you what I get for $500. All right, y'all called me a trick, but golly, he spent $500 on, man. Men are down bad. Ninjas are down bad. Set boundaries. Put your foot down. Put your foot down. I mean, men are in bad shape. And I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel bad about it. All right, let me see here. Did I get these already? Pause. Okay, I'm going down. All right, I'm looking at this. Shout out to Dennis S. says, look at here, boy. The next time grown folks is talking, shut your bitch asses up, man. They don't know nothing about that.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Okay. When grown folks is talking, shut y'all bitch asses up. Shout out to Everett says, your message about men and scarcity is so true. My cousin has no luck with black women, started dating white women, and the same people constantly talking shit about him can't win. You have to exercise your options. Shout out to rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. Men, you have the options to do what you need to do to get what you want out here. You have the time on your side. You have the ability to change your body. Guys, God bless men. God gifted women to men. But God bless men, meaning that physically we're stronger typically, but women are catching up to some of y'all bitch ass niggas. But a man can lose weight and change his body faster than women. This isn't to put women down. This is to show how fast you can change your life and your narrative. Some men can get a haircut, trim up their facial hair, or grow a beard and can change the direction of their life just on growing a beard, just for getting in shape, losing weight, haircut, It's not that hard for us. Now, apply that to women. A woman can't change themselves that fast, especially as she ages. It's tough. She got to go under the knife, inject something in her body. She's got to, work like hell to lose weight, body sculpt, like fat transfers, nose jobs, cut and color, hair extensions, and so forth and so on. Us as men, it won't take us very much to do so. We could do that in our living room, change our body, change our style in our living room. Big up our chest, unbig our back. 2 years, we come out as a whole new person with very little investment, but a little bit of time and sacrifice, picking up shit and putting it down, just like that. And we become a little bit better. We can also travel, make a little bit more money in the marketplace. With less education, we could get a certification and change our world. A woman got to go and get a doctorate degree and an MBA, $45,000 in the debt, just to try to compete in the sexual marketplace, in their employment marketplace. Meanwhile, you got a certification in HVAC, and now you got a whole company and a fleet of trucks. Just like that. All right, 2 years, 3 years down the line, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, no matter what it takes. You can move from one country to the next. You can literally stay in Kentucky and stop dating black women and date white women. You can stop dating white women and date Mexicans. Just overnight, open up your window, travel 9,000 miles, and you got like 2 million more women to pick from. I mean, just like that, like overnight. But then dudes will tell you to practice scarcity. Stay in the town you live in. Try to impress the women you did. But you can literally change the women age you date. All right, I'm 45. I don't want to date 45-year-old woman. I want to date 25-year-old woman. Just like that. Just like that. Okay, 25, no older than 30. 25 to 30. Like that. Okay, I don't want it for free anymore. I'll pay. I'll pay to be able to be 50 and date 24-year-old woman. How much it going to cost? What's that cost? I got a little bit of money. I don't want to date 42-year-old women. Well, you could get 42-year-old women for free. I'll take the 24-year-old women. How much is it going to cost me? All right. How much is it going to cost me to not date these fat 42-year-old single fucking mothers? How much? All right. Well, you could get it for free. I don't want it. I don't want those 38-year-old fat women with kids. How much it gonna cost to date 24-year-old women without kids? Just like that. I completely changed overnight, or changed in 6 months. How much it gonna cost to not date a single mother ever again in my fucking life? How much? It is crazy, but the whole scarcity thing is men creating scarcity themselves and then jumping around and then trying to make men live in scarcity and not abundance. Okay, live in abundance. Tonio Ocasio says, did you hear about the warehouse worker that burned the building down? I did. Nate the Great says, if it wasn't for you, you'd be dealing with 4s and 5s. Shout out to Ohenji, says I opened his eyes. Okay, 100%. We trying to open eyes out here. We got our brother here. It is Chin. We're going to call you Chin. Can you do a money spread? He says, it may help with engagement with us Gen Zs. I can. I'll do the money spread for the Gen Zs out here. All right. Here we go. All right. So y'all can see. All right. Even though these are singles, this is more money than Gen Z got in a bank account right now. Also, get a manicure and a pedicure, niggas. All right, anyway, shout out to our Gen Z out here. That kind of impresses them. Shout out to Q, the exec says, lame ass ninja let a drunk Conan O'Brien in the face. Beach order everything on the menu. He says 5/19/42s later, and she Ubered to Glocktavia's house, and he went home coughing up blood in his pockets. like rabbit ears. How the hell you let a woman order up and take leftovers and dip? I don't, man, that is mind-boggling. And I wonder what his age is, because there ain't no way. Ooh, Poggy. I mean, there ain't no way, brothers. We need to check ourselves before we wreck ourselves, bruh.
Gotcha, bitch.
Does she have kids? I'm trying to see if she has children. Kentucky too, bruh. Hey, look, you can move. You don't have to date women in Kentucky just because you live in Kentucky, bruh. You don't have to date women in Kentucky just because you live in Kentucky. I mean, golly. I would have kept this one to myself, bruh. Or at least I would have made sure she ain't on the internet talking shit. Hey, we all be down bad at some point. I'm going to let you know. Shout out to our brother Swarthy Wizard says, Coach, would start a family with a Hispanic or a Keisha? Would I start a family with a Hispanic or a Keisha? Well, I wouldn't start a family with anybody right now. But in my opinion, although this would be unconventional wisdom for the Negro community, the Hispanic woman would be better. Okay. All right, because they'll be like, well, women in the black community know how to treat their man, and they go through same thing. And dude, here's the problem with the Keisha. Keishas emasculate their men. I'm not trying to get emasculated. Like, I got standards, right? Black men get emasculated by their women, all while that woman saying that it's better to date those women. You're going to get emasculated. I don't think black women can do anything but emasculate niggas. Like, it's programmed into their DNA. It's their software to emasculate your black ass. I don't like women who try to emasculate me. Some of y'all got mamas still emasculating y'all bum ass niggas. All right. But they oftentimes try to emasculate you, and I can't deal with that on a daily basis. I can't deal with that on a daily basis. That to me is like, that's torture. I'd rather get waterboarded than a woman attempt to emasculate me on a daily basis. All right. Anybody disagree with me on this one? But they do. They like, it's programmed into them. We've seen TV shows that do this. The whole mama's boy thing. George Jefferson. And let me tell you something. Almost anything that Keisha likes in terms of entertainment is going to center on emasculating a man. It's going to center around. What is that show? Blackish. Blackish is a show where a emasculated man posing as a successful man is literally emasculated by the whole fucking series. Anthony Anderson is the guy. Funny show, good show. But he literally is emasculated the whole fucking show. Like, I mean, like, he got the wife that's the doctor emasculates him, and it's funny. He got his mama at the house emasculating him, and black women love this shit. They love this shit, bro. Why? Because he literally like the fucking ping pong ball getting thumped around here. Then the daughter's emasculating the nigga. Like, and black women love that shit. Ooh, I love this show. Because he got a rich guy, successful, a black family, and he the fucking ping pong ball. The whole show. I'm like, man, hell no, bro. I can't be that dude. I can't be that dude. And it's hard. It's very rare that you're going to be the masculine figure in a black household. Very rare. It is. Even the dad's emasculated. The sons are emasculated. They got a sapphire daughter in the show. She's a young kid, but the son's emasculated. He's a lacrosse playing, limp wristed ass. They got a progressive daughter that went to college. Like, I just can't deal with this shit, bro. And so in general, you have to know that they're indoctrinated in the belief to make household stable, they got to emasculate you. I don't deal with this shit, bro. I can't let women just emasculate me just waking up. You're supposed to get emasculated. All right. No, not me. Anyway, we got our brother here. Chris Mack says Ninja got finessed by the wicked witch of the West. All right. Literally with the chin and the lips. Oh, man. Chris Mack, co-sponsorship.
I'm rich, bitch.
Co-sponsorship. Shout out to the feminine black women out here. But I even say there's stuff. We're at the 5-hour mark. Thank you for sticking around. I know the audience is waning. But in our culture, we just appreciate more. I think the hypocrisy is that masculinity is toxic unless a woman is doing it. Like if women are masculine, they get praised, except by men, right? But they get praised. Even the woman, the wrestler we showed, oh, she's dominant, she's this and that, she's brave, she's fierce, she's masculine. All right, you're a go-getter, you're a boss, you're employed, you go girl. Even to the point now, older women are dating younger men. Oh, it's to the point we got to date younger men in their early 20s. Like what? All right. So they're psyopsing you. When you exercise these options, they're doing it to try to prevent you from doing it. But when it's time for them to do it, they're going to do it. Now, when men are masculine, oh, he's an alpha. He's too masculine, toxic, cigars, cars. And guess what? If a woman gets a Ferrari and smokes a cigar, it's sexy. If a man gets a Ferrari and smokes a cigar, he's an alpha. He's toxic masculinity. Like, think about the bullshit that you guys are dealing with. You're literally being shit tested in psyops, especially if you're not setting boundaries. Do not let these people do this to you, man. If I showed you a video of a woman driving a sports car with a Ferrari, are they gonna say she having a midlife crisis? But if I do it, I'm having a midlife crisis. I'm overcompensating for being short. But if a woman's doing it, she a boss babe. Oh, let me see if I got an example of this. Let me show you this. Let me see here. I know I got time here. Let me see if I can show you this real quick. Saved. I think I got it saved. Let's go here quickly as to show you an example of it. Do I have it? God dang it. I thought I had it saved. But there was a woman driving around and this night she walked out all boss and walked to the valet and got her car, zoomed off in it. And everybody was like, oh, the women were like, oh, that's so fucking hot. It's so fucking sexy. Now let an old man do some shit like that. Let an old man run around and get in the car like that with a young bitch. Here we go right here. This is an example right here. It's just a psyops they're pulling on you guys. They're fucking with you. Here it is right here. They're totally fucking with you. So here's the woman right here. Here she comes. She got her fucking bag on and her designer shit. There she is, letting the nigga carry the bag. Here she come. All right. There she is. All right. Oh, and what? And she undressing? All right. She gonna take off her little shit. There she is. Oh, boss babe. Look at the women. Made this well find me. She always tips. All right. Here it is. Mood. I love her clothes. Oh, she got her feet out. Smart woman. She's definitely smart. Let my black ass do this on the internet. Let me do this on the internet. Niggas gonna be hating me. Women gonna be calling me names. Bitches gonna be calling me bald, short. Niggas gonna be calling me a finesser, a scammer, a grifter. Niggas gonna be hating, bro. Fake alpha, midlife crisis. The haters gonna be in there hating. I would get cooked if I did some shit like this. Cooked. Fake alpha, midlife crisis, bald headed, overcompensating. He got to pay. He a trick. Get cooked for doing some shit like this. But oh, look at this. All right. So cool. I love your style. Love the outfit. Okay. All right, they in there simping. Elegant black man. Oh, that's the damn dude holding the door. Who is she? All right, orange is the new color. They're saying it right there, right here. They in there simping. And hooray, hip, hip, hooray. You're wonderful. My favorite aura. Ain't nobody calling her a skis or a whore. What do they call it? They ain't calling her shit in there, bro. All right, so they're psyopsing you to take away your masculinity and be a good guy. And then all for you to get benefit, them to benefit you. We got a couple more. And he says right here, what do you make of married men getting vasectomies? I know most of the time it's because their wives wanted them to. In fact, he says, but what if he gets divorced because of her? He might not have kids with the other woman. That's true too. If I would say for men whose wife wants you to get a vasectomy, don't get it. So if she says, I'm done, I'm closing down the baby factory, but she doesn't want to take birth control, do not get a vasectomy because of that. You get a vasectomy because you want to get a vasectomy. Because most of the time you get a vasectomy, you get divorced and you wanted to have more kids, she gone and your dick balls done get cut off. So normally if a woman asks you for a vasectomy, a divorce is going to follow within 5 years. Don't do it. Or she's going to emasculate you because you literally went in there and got your ball snipped. I wouldn't do it if the wife wants you to do it. If you want to do it, fine. But if she says no more babies, but it's safer for you to get a vasectomy than for me to take birth control, don't do it. Leon Lovelace, listen up, men. He says it does help you to put on Dockers and slippery shoes on some occasions after you hit 35. Some men and women will give you favor. 100%. Okay, dress up. Try at least. Try. Have some pride out here. All right, men don't want to have pride. They'll be like, billionaires don't dress up. Shut up, nigga. Who? Cutie Exec says, cue up the Boondocks. He says he fell for the sweet white nectar. Oh, Lord, have mercy. He says, just got a box of Pappy Van Winkle cigars and a box of Tom Ford for my B-Day. Boss up. Fuck your uncle out here. Shout out to you, man. All right. And somebody called my mom. Boss up, nigga. My massage therapist ain't here. That's why I'm going long. Pause. Shout out to Q the Exec. Enjoy those cigars. Be masculine. Okay. Be masculine. Never run away from masculinity. I'd rather be toxically masculine than to deal with being an effeminate bitch ass nigga. And because I have abundance, I don't have to deal with people's opinions. And American women don't believe you have abundance. But what I've showed and demonstrated is I have abundance, even to the point where they're like, well, he had to pay. Okay, well, I still got abundance. I'm never going to run out of women. Whereas on their end, they want to shame you for running out of women. You better hurry up. You better get married. You better marry one of these women. Nah, I ain't going to do it. So be masculine. Never be afraid of it. And last point before I go, most women like masculine men anyway. Most women like masculine men. They may not marry a masculine guy, but they want a masculine guy. So always center towards being overly masculine as opposed to being a bitch ass nigga, effeminate nigga. An effeminate guy gonna get ran over out here, guys. An effeminate guy's gonna get ran over. An effeminate guy's gonna get ran over. Point number one. Point number two coming up here. I would tear towards being masculine, like hyper overwhelmingly masculine, as opposed to being effeminate or feminine or not effeminate. That's the wrong word. Feminine or emasculated. Always go above board being masculine, even when they don't like it. Oh, he's smoking a cigar. Even when they don't like it, just be unapologetically masculine. Trust me, is going to save your life. Now, doesn't mean to be rude or crude or vicious towards women, because masculine women are not mean to women, because there's no point in being mean to women. A sign that a guy is faking masculine is if he's mean to women. You never need to be mean to women. Why? You never have to punch down. I never have to punch down on a woman. I don't have scarcity. All right. I can get her and be like, hey, you can be direct with her. You can be honest. You don't have to be mean or crude to a woman. Being rude and crude to a woman shows effeminate behavior. But you can basically look them off and be like, bitch, you don't bother me. Or if you want to be bothered, we can do this and I can choke you and get that neck. Or if you want to serve me, you can serve me. If you want to do and overdo, you can come overdo.